Please put your hands together for Jane Harman once again, our president, our leader. And it really is, when Jane Harman announced that she would be leaving Congress, that was a decision she made that we all received with some sadness. But when we found that she would be leading the Woodrow Wilson Center, we were gladdened because we knew that she'd be in a position to continue to support an important dialogue around the issues that are facing the whole world, including the United States and Somalia. So in your new position, Jane, you've done an awesome job, and we're proud of you, and we're grateful that you're in this position. Let me say that I am incredibly proud to represent the congressional district in the United States, which is home to the largest Somali American community in the United States and in North America. Though Somalis speak the same language, share a similar culture, they are a diverse community and have a broad a number of views represented together with other points of diversity. Still, the Somali community in my district has distinguished itself and made itself a tremendous asset to the entire community. We recently laid to rest an awesome leader who was a school board director, Hussein Samatar, who was elected to the Minneapolis School Board with probably a majority of votes from people who were not Somali. Mm-hmm. And the reason he was able to do this is because he was proud to be Somali, but he understood himself as a member of a human family and was concerned for the education of all kids. And so when we had his janazah, which is his funeral proceeding, I think there were probably more people who were not Muslim or not Somali than there were the other, because that's the kind of respect that he gained. I mention him because he's just one example of Somali Americans who are making awesome contributions to this country. But Somali community, while firmly rooted in the United States, has great affection and affinity and concern for brothers and sisters from Somalia and around the world. And because of that, I accepted their request to travel to Somalia. It wasn't easy to go, but we worked it out and we went. They told me, you can go, but you can only go to the airport. I said, I'll take it as a down payment on future visits, inshallah. And I'd like you to know, Mr. President, they said, well, you went to one part of Somalia, but what about other parts? I said, well, in good time. Inshallah, God willing, we'll make all those visits. But I'd just like to say that it is tremendously important that we're all gathered here today, tremendously important that we had a great set of meetings yesterday and conference-focused subjects. And it's also my pleasure to introduce President Hassan Sheikh Mohamud, who was elected by the Somali Parliament on September 10th, 2012. So you're just about celebrating your first anniversary. It's been a rough first year because you've got so many important things to do, but you've been able to establish Somalia as a country on the rise. You were the senior UN official for Somalia at a time described in your election as, quote, the first such democratic exercise in over 20 years. You lead the first permanent representative government in Somalia since 1991. As Jane Harman mentioned, you were listed by Time magazine as one of the most 100 most influential people in the world. And in a world of over 7 billion people, that's quite an achievement. And you have been a civic and political activist, university professor, dean, and founder of the chairman of Peace and Development Party. The President Mahmoud was born in central Haran region in 1955. President Hassan Sheikh studied engineering at Somali National University and later became a lecturer there. 5 years later, he received his MBA from Bhopal University in India. He has a long list of credentials which qualify him for the position that he's in, but the most important qualification that he has is he loves Somalia and is a true citizen of the world in search of good answers for all of the people there.